Admiral Charles Lindbergh, anybody remember this? In 1930, took the flight, took the Canadian Arctic route, went up to go to China, but went over what? The Canadian and Alaskan tundra. And his wife, remember his wife? His wife was the daughter of a diplomat who was also a senator from New Jersey. He was the diplomat in Mexico. He would have goodwill tours. Brought Lindbergh to a goodwill tour. His daughter was down there. They got married within the year. She became his aviator. She wrote a memoir about it, about the flight to China. That's what they thought they were last night. And then the game started. Oh, it's 1-0 in the first round. In the first 10 minutes, what a shot on the corner kick. There goes at a goal. You know what it looked like? It looked like we named 12 spies. Hey, y'all. Let me get 12 spies. One from each tribe. But it's really 13 because we're taking 2 from Joseph. Y'all not ready for that discussion? This doesn't make any sense. That's a different discussion. It's actually 13 tribes, and Joseph gets broken down to 2 after what? Reuben loses his birthright, but then here we are. And they go look, the spies. Not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. That's what the spies said. Here come Joshua. By the way, he was renamed Joshua. The new name before that was Joshua. Oh, Hoshea, that's right. And Caleb. We can do it. We can take on the Canaanites. Just one small step and we'll be free. We can do it. This is
John Kitover running for Chicago mayor to defeat the communist parasite thieves stealing billions from the city and taxing you and borrowing on your behalf to do it. Right now we're listening to a liberal, progressive, elite, intellectual, pluralist Democrat go on and on and on. Like the video, subscribe to this YouTube account now, and share this video. Then go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now. Sign our petition and vote for John Kitover on November 23rd, 2027.
Against a Turkey team, which for some reason now, because Erdogan asked in the 2020s for everybody to call them Turkey, now we all have to call them Turkey, when the whole point of being called Turkey was to remind you to have lunch. Now we all got to say Turkey. They hadn't scored 1 goal, Brit. 5 bad, 10 bad, 50 bad, fuck it, man. It was like Drake counting up the number of bands. They scored 3 goals last night. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. They could have had Cinque. Do you think this team is ready to play Bosnia next week? And I'm going to end on here. I know I've taken a long time. Anybody can cut me off. I'll apologize.
I just would like to say.
They decided, that's rhetorical, Trent. They decided to bring Pusilic in the 60-something minute. Why? Why? If you wanted him to get his legs under him, why not start the game? Why bring him in against players who are already tired? Why would you bring him in after halftime? Because you want to win the game? Oh, I'm sorry. What's the boy's name that started with a B? Berhalter? What was his name, Britt?
Sebastian Berhalter, yeah.
Berhalter. Oh, he needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Why wasn't he sitting out last night? Somebody on the yellow card.
Well, he got the yellow card in the game that they were playing, but he should have been seated.
But then, you know what I'm saying? They take him out, and he was playing like ass.
He was playing like ass, and he was risking getting another card. It was.
Why did you put people on? They got yellow cards. Tell them to get another yellow card. The whole team chemistry is off. Anybody suggesting it was a meaningless game is lying. And I'm gonna end
John Kitover, Chicago mayoral candidate for 2027, the presumptive candidate. Like this video and subscribe, and together we will defeat the communist parasite thieves stealing billions of dollars from Chicago. 2026, 2027, billions will be looted from pensions and homeowners and taxpayers. Like and subscribe. I need your signature on my petition. I need you to vote for me February 23rd, 2027. This is the campaign to elect John Kitover. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now. We are listening to elite, intellectual, LGBTQ, liberal, progressive Democrats.
And you must see Mbappe playing today, smiling so wide he could have been a mixed race advertising icon for Crest toothpaste. Just cheesing. So much cheese I saw Gruyere coming off his gums. You know what great kings do? You know what winners do? They continue to put their opponents in the ground. You bury them. You get out of that group stage with not 3 points.
This is John Kitover, Chicago mayoral candidate, running in the 2027 election, February 23rd, to defeat Brandon Johnson, the communist, parasite, elite, intellectual, LGBTQ, liberal, progressive thief, stealing billions in 2026, billions in 2027, sticking you, the homeowners, the voters, and the taxpayers with the bill for his progressive communist socialist agenda, which is racist. It's all theft. He's stealing from pensions. He's stealing from the savings of Chicago. He offered $800 million more for the Chicago parking meter deal than he needed to. And we are listening to elite socialist communist fascists, LGBTQ elite liberal progressive pluralist feminist Democrats. Go on and on and on. And I need you to support me so I can support you to liberate this town. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And go to ChicagoMayorVote.com and vote for John Kitover February 23rd, 2027. Sign our petition now. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now.
Weeks ago, after having 2 bourbons and a red wine, that's exactly what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting.
This is the Brandon Johnson City Hall official transition team.
You know how you text your girl? I'm gonna tear it up. Tear it up. When you first start to date somebody, and you have one too many drinks, and you show up, and it looks like a cornichon because you can't get on hard. That's what the United States did last night.
Does anybody have a clap button?
No, don't clap. I want responses. Somebody defend what that man did last night.
I honestly cannot defend that. When you were talking about Pulisic getting his sea legs up underneath him,
Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now.
Instead of benching
The city
everybody,
is
he could have
$80
benched
billion, $90 billion in
okay,
debt, paying
fine. But he should have
$175 million a
started,
month in interest to the banks.
Christian Pulisic.
The pensions
He
and
should
the
have
interest
started Dez, and he
expense
should have started
is
Freeman.
draining the city's resources. We can't fulfill the budget
It really
obligations.
truly probably
And
should have
Brandon
let
Johnson
that,
just spent
like,
$1 billion
I would have put in
on
Mark
Oak
McKenzie,
Lawn.
but I would have kept Chris
Hospital,
Richards.
a free giveaway
Because
to
I
the
don't think
medical
Chris
health
Richards got
executive
a card.
scammers,
I just don't
as well
like
as to the
the
developers.
deadline was already
Brandy
bad enough
Johnson is
as
a
it
thief,
is.
communist,
Turner hasn't
liar,
been
traitor,
informed
racist,
for
a low
since
IQ,
2024.
CPS
He hasn't
parasite.
been informed for like 2 years, just about. Doesn't get minutes at club. I do not know why you would put him in for a game like this over Matt Frenze and just letting him ride out the momentum he has. Asking him how he has no cards, he has no injuries. Just let him ride out this match and do the things that he needs to do and have the momentum of at least him being an efficient goalkeeper into the next round. I was so embarrassed. They crashed out in front of First Lady. It was so bad. She boomed the room right after it was done because she was done. She was over it. And I was very embarrassed about that. I don't know what to say. It was horrible. They all looked horrible. Yo,
Just real quick. I just want to say this. Before I gotta go. First of all, Brett, what you missed in that whole conversation is that man said he was reading a book while the game was going on. No time has he ever read a book during any NFL playoff game.
How would you know?
Well, because I know, because the NFL.
No. How do you know? How do you know what he does during the games? Did you ask, man? Did you ask, man? Are you omniscient? Do you know everything?
Yeah, I do. During an NFL.
Of course you know every fucking thing. You're the Uber Mitch. You're the Uber nigga. Of course you know everything.
During an NFL.
Of course. Just because you listen.
Calm down, sweetie.
No, you calm down, sweetie. You're the one who called me out. You calm down.
No.
You don't have to. Yes, you said, hey, Britt, you missed what he said in the whole entire conversation. He was talking about how ass the team was last night playing in comparison to how well they played in 2 prior games. That's what he was talking about. Just because he was reading a book last night and the game shocked him in such a state of fright that he then lost consciousness, forgot who he was and where he was until he arose this morning, that doesn't mean anything to me. During the South Africa game, he was so disappointed with South Africa that at the halftime, after watching it vehemently, he went and read the book, and then guess what happened while he was off watching the TV, reading that fucking book? South Africa turned around and won that game versus South Korea. So maybe, just maybe, Dan not watching the screen might be good for some of the teams he's rooting for. Did you ever think about that? But you know the fucking thing. See, that's what happens when know-it-alls come back into this space. My God, on today.
Yeah, sorry. So, again, I was being a bit facetious. You took it maybe literally. But also, I changed my PTR because my wonderful wife brought home some ice for the vodka. And as she walks in, she hears Mr. Ban Miso speaking, and she says, "Oh, I didn't realize you were listening to a sermon." So I wouldn't put on my Aaron Donald jersey, Rams, and my Cullen Bryant pants, and we're going to cleanse ourselves with some vodka. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
Ritual purification, as it's laid out in the scriptures, does not allow for vodka. I don't know if they had a concept of vodka, but I do believe, as I began my short sermon with, and I'll be very brief, that the United States, even if they're to get past Bosnia, let alone getting past the next round and beyond, will need prayer warriors.
That's a fact, brother.
It was really, really bad last night. I'm talking about simple passes. I'm talking about holding a line. I saw a line last night that was so jagged that it didn't matter when the ball. They didn't have to check for offsides. That's how it was ridiculous. years apart. The last time I seen a line that jagged, somebody asked me where the party was at. They told me and they said, let's get married. It's unbelievable how jagged it was last night.
Never mind the fact that they were consistently offsides with their offense.
This sermon is sounding very Baptist-like.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Nothing don't come.
We need that benediction. Come on.
To the podium. They don't
You
come
said
back.
meet me where?
I ain't ready for France, Brazil, and Argentina, man. Let's keep it real.
First lady, what'd you say? Meet me where?
At the altar.
Sing it, girl. We have the
Look at
benediction.
the altar.
At the meeting.
When you meet at the altar, you're not only meeting your beloved, you're coming to the altar after being ritually purified and morally purified because you are what? Purified to approach a holy place, a sacred place. That's where God meets you. It is not a common place. That's why we meet at the altar. They don't, watch this. They don't come to the altar at the same time because one partner has to purify themselves in a particular way, and the other partner, has to purify themselves in a particular way. We don't meet at the altar with 40s and Young Miami songs.
Oh, sure.
We meet at the altar once we've been ritually purified as laid out in the scriptures. Why? Because God is there, and behind him in the tent of meeting is what? The mercy seat, framed by what? The wings on both sides. What is in the ark? Watch this. The commandments, the rod, and manna. Law. How you build a state. How you build a state. Food. How you survive as a person. The sprouted rod. Faith. Wisdom. To keep it all moving. Huh? Faith what? Wisdom what? And what? Courage. When we get to the altar, we have to be qualified. That's why you don't see people just running up on altars. Because they know that is the dwelling place of holiness. If we're going to take our faith, Aaron's rod, if we're going to take our faith in this team to the altar, we just can't leave it there. God's not going to be there. When you go to, this is one of the issues with the Protestants. The Protestants teach that God is everywhere, he hears you everywhere, so forth and so on.
Chicago mayoral candidate running in the 2027 election, February 23rd, to defeat Brandon Johnson, communist, parasite, elite, intellectual, LGBTQ, liberal, progressive thief, stealing billions in 2026, billions in 2027, sticking to the homeowners, the voters, and the taxpayers with the bill for his progressive communist socialist agenda, which is racist. It's all theft. He's stealing from veterans. He's stealing from the savings in Chicago. He offered $100 million more for the Chicago Park deal than he needed to. And we are listening to elite socialist, communist, fascist, LGBTQ, elite, liberal, progressive, pluralist, feminist, Democrats. Go on and on and on. I need you to support me so I can support you to liberate these towns. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com and vote for John Kitover February 23rd, 2027. Sign our petition now. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now.
Weeks ago, after having 2 bourbons and a red wine, that's exactly what I'm expecting. What landed.
This is the Brandon Johnson City Hall official transition team.
About this girl morally. I'm gonna tear it up, tear it up. When you first start to date somebody, you have one too many drinks. A place of God. It is not the profane place, which is common. It looks like a coffee shop because you can't get hard. That's what the United States did last night. If you all do not prepare yourselves for this Bosnia game, Brit, if I'm the Moses, Brit is my Aaron. And just like Aaron, she's gonna die first. Brit, they said take your ass up a mountain. You'll die first, we'll bury you, take your clothes off, we'll throw you down a motherfucking mountain. Somehow Moses lives longer than Aaron, isn't that amazing? You are going to go first, but you be my Aaron. These people aren't ready. I watched the press conferences. I read the interviews. They are living in the land. I don't speak Norwegian. One of the greatest writers in history. Great Edward Gibson. He has at least 3 masterpieces. Doll's House.
Mr. Chair, I rise with a heavy heart.
Enemy of the people, that's a different
Remember
discussion.
the women who have died because they were denied essential abortion care after the devastating Dobbs decision
When
to
I
release
read the
abortion
Norwegian
care
press, they're
bans
also
across our country. I rise today in remembrance of Amber
I think it's a
Nicole
good idea to
Thurman,
have them all just
Candy
rest the 10
Miller,
players because you don't want to get in.
C.G.
It's
Graham,
really great.
I don't know
Yoseli
anybody knows.
Barnica.
He snuck back in here through the colored section, smelling like fufu and suya.
This is John Kitover, Chicago mayoral candidate running in the 2027 election, February 23rd, to defeat Brandon Johnson, communist, parasite, elite, intellectual, LGBTQ, liberal, progressive, thief, stealing billions in 2026, billions in 2027, sticking to the homeowners, the voters, and the taxpayers of the bill for his progressive, communist, socialist agenda, which is racist. It's all theft. He's stealing from pensions. He's stealing from the savings in Chicago. He offered $800 million more for the Chicago parking meter deal than he needed to. And we are listening to elite socialist, communist, fascists, LGBTQ, elite, liberal, progressive, pluralist, feminist, Democrats. Go on and on and on. And I need you to support me so I can support you. Wherever you sound, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
It will also be able to come down to this altar right here, right now.
Fill it up and make me whole.
Such a blessing.
Your assets
Isn't that such a blessing? Thank you, First Lady. Such a blessing. Y'all heard the brother. You need to start doing your rituals. Get clean. Renew your soul, your spirit, your mind.
Baby, you gotta get clean and do your rituals.
And that's what I'm gonna do. Cause
Good blessing.
it is. Isn't that nice but messy? You see how that happens? Yeah.
Has anybody noticed that black politics, black community, black love is at an all-time low at the same time?
Yes,
The
sir.
cleanliness of black people. Let me say it again. Has anybody noticed that black community, black politics,
When
and
you start
black
posting
love are at an all-time low at a time when black homes cleanliness are also at an all-time. Have you ever watched an Instagram live, a TikTok? You ever look at a picture you get? BT came in here the other day. Look at his PTR. In the kitchen, up on top of the cabinets, they had in that picture empty alcohol pop.
A shooting in Chicago's Roseland neighborhood leaves
As if they are vases from the Byzantine era.
Fight to borrow and steal
Let me say it again.
taxpayers to fund abortionists.
If you look in BT's PTR,
Politically,
there are
from the property tax situation.
empty alcohol and water bottles
and we don't know necessarily what it
advertised.
A
Like they are vases from the Ming Dynasty. You cannot get your house in
Brady
order.
Spears, and this is the Pooh Cocktail Supreme.
You cannot get your finances in order. You cannot get your health in order until that energy in that home is not pure. It is enervating, and it atrophies your mind, body, and spirit. If I walk across that lineman, cross that threshold, and it's kids' toys and clothes and bags in the front, I don't step over it. You know why? Because what you're stepping into is what the great John Milton called pandemonium. You get off work. You have a designated area for your bags. You have a mud room. You have a bedroom. You have a garage. You have a guest room. Keep your bag on your arm for 20 more seconds and put it where it belongs. You come in, take your shoes off. Why you leave your shoes at the door? Why do people think that Yahweh spent so much time in the book of Leviticus into Numbers explaining the proper protocols for the design, the layout, and the cleanliness of the tent of meeting? He did because, she did because, they did because, Yahweh did because. If your space is a mess, so is your soul. So is your mind, and so is your body. Britt, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you in the Megaton basement, or?
I have removed myself from the Megaton basement. I'm trying to enjoy the last bit of the daylight laws before nighttime laws come into effect.
I'm glad to hear that. I was worried about you in the middle of small sea crash out. I was worried about the times, but I think you made it.
You know, today has been a very trying day for the both of us. You did better than me, I will say that. I can always give you your tens. At one point in time, I was like, ooh, brother's getting close, but you know, you never approached the small C crash. So we see your improvement, wholesome, brother, wholesome, and we appreciate it. My God. Well, but he didn't crash.
Like a strong beat.
The Bible says nothing about not being shady.
Oh, I just didn't know what was on your wholesome radar. What's on your scale?
Listen, brother. The Bible says to be wise as a snake and gentle as a...
To the book of Leviticus.
You said there,
I think I walked the appropriate.
To the book of Leviticus.
Now, I will say that somebody did try and have me fully crash earlier today. And they almost had it. But I don't think I recovered well.
Nothing says strong leadership like a strong beat.
Slow motion crash.
I think if one were to say something like that, I think that would be I don't know.
Nothing says strong leadership like.
It might be up to
Someone else referred to you
Pretty
as
girls
having
walk
a
like-
fender bend.
Nothing says strong leader.
a fender bender where nobody
Nothing says strong.
person. Just look at it, just scrape off the paint. We'll move on.
That happened to me last week, but now that I'm thinking about it, I should have took some money from that man. We were at the ATM drive-thru, and he was in a Benz, and I don't know how he just hit me. We were sitting still for like 5 minutes. It's like, I'm so sorry. Nothing happened, I promise.
That last or no, I had parked. I had been parked for a while, but sort of mentally preparing myself to meet people that were already there. And all of a sudden, this person had backed up into my car and cracked part of the bumper. And they told me that it wasn't a big deal, that I shouldn't, worry about it, and that in the grand scheme of life, particularly, that it didn't matter because people in Palestine dying. True story. That I shouldn't be worried about it because people in Palestine
Nothing said.
had it much worse. He said this, and
Nothing said.
he was also trying to go meet his people at the beach. The severity of the crash is usually in the eye of the beholder.
Nothing said.
But I wouldn't say I had a slow motion crash.
Nothing said.
I don't think that's fair to me.
Nothing said.
That's when he became brother Paulson.
Neoliberal. I wanted to make neoliberal crash earlier.
Nothing said.
Igor was supposed to ask Trent what Yugoslavia was, so neoliberal could.
Nothing.
Actually,
Crash
people up.
Igor than me.
Nothing says strong leadership
Well,
To be fair,
like a strong beat.
to be fair,
Yeah,
we
you
don't
said
really
that.
know. We don't know what Serbia is, and we don't know. We don't really know where neoliberal is from. These are all mysteries.
Nothing says strong leadership like a strong.
I definitely thought Igor was from Russia, so that was fun.
Brother, half of this app think I'm Russian, and half of them they think I'm from Siberia, and like 2% they think we just don't have a mayor in my country. So that's
Not from Siberia.
no, I'm not even kidding. Like I said, Siberia, they think I'm from Siberia, and they're like, is it snowing? And yeah.
Nothing says strong leader.
We don't have to. Oh Lord. One does not have to
First Lady, I don't know if you're there. One does not, when Trent and others come in and bite us like snakes, we can have faith and ask for God's intercession, and he will raise up among us a man who will build a golden serpent upon which any of us can look and let me say it again. Just because Trent comes in on his belly like a serpent and bites you, all you have to do is look up.
Nothing.
And see.
Nothing says strong leadership like a strong beat.
Serpent. You don't have to hold your crash out in. Have faith if you're a brother wholesome. If you're getting bit by serpents, just look up. And there's the bronze serpent. And it'll heal you. The problem many people is that because of these rules you can't control. I can control.
Nothing says strong leadership like a strong beat.
My tracking number is 582HL.
Nothing says strong. Nothing says. Says strong leadership like a strong beat.
Brother Ben, you there?
Yeah, how you doing?
So the U.S. played again today, this morning?
No.
Oh, okay.
They did too.
No. So they play again when?
I think on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay.
Last night was an abomination.
Well, we'll keep them in prayer.
Well, I'm trying to prepare. I'm trying to be prepared. I don't know if my prayers will make it.
The only thing that they have going for them, and this is an aside to what Ben's saying, it has nothing to do with what he's saying. Everyone should keep their set on course. And the only thing is that Canada and Mexico should be playing their knockout round games before the U.S. If one of them leaves first, then if America loses to Bosnia, it will be bad, but they weren't the first. But if both of those two teams make it through, and America crashes out because y'all's prayers were not enough and their will was not enough, well, there are going to be some people who need to be fired.
Actually, ain't nobody getting fired, man. Need some more talent. I seen France today, man. I seen France today moving like, I never seen no shit like that before. France moving in unison like fucking poetry in motion. That shit was crazy.
France is moving like...
Every pass went straight to the feet. It wasn't
nuts.
off. Nothing was off. It was beautiful.
This is nuts. France is moving like France, like they've always moved.
Nah, it wasn't like this.
Especially after they've gotten rid of Griezmann and some of those schlubs who they had who really fucked them over in 2022, where Mbappe had to do all that shit by himself. And now they have a Ballon d'Or winner in Dembele. So France is doing...
Britt, don't mind him. He's tapping into his deep-seated love for France, which comes from being a Haitian, where deep down they really want to be French.
I am no Francophile. I am going for Vinny Jr.
But anyhow, I mean, all that glazing you just did, I was confused.
I'm just keeping it real.
All I heard was Viva la
the
France.
boys is moving. Shit.
Ben, can you have to say? I mean, he was glazing. I was like, oh my
It's
god.
not glaze.
Oh, you got the ball.
That's actuality. That's the reality of the situation.
I've never seen play like this. Have you?
It was
Did your eyes stop working?
Their football
was
was
great.
so great. They were insane.
Do your eyes like only work when France plays?
To France.
Nah. I seen what I seen, and I saw what I saw.
That was
right again.
But Ben, wait, but Ben, here I am talking about people. Oh, well,
You know them brothers speak Creole like me.
Those are supposed to be your forever ops. You big up in your forever ops.
No.
Hold on 1 second, MJ. Hold on 1 second, because I was literally
said it was Germany.
Whatever. I was literally saying how some people at U.S. men's soccer need to be fired. Like, I'm talking about structural change within the federation, because it's not just about the skill level of the players. It's also about how the federation moves, how they operate, their mindset, and how that impacts this particular team. So when I said people needed to be fired, I'm very serious that if they crash out at round of 32, the heads need to roll at the federation. But because you saw France play today, you saw Dembele hit the little 3 on his arm, you saw the dictator himself, Kylian Mbappe, moving and grooving, and you said, I've never seen such sights and delights with mine eyes before, and now all of a sudden, you're a whole Francophile in front of my face, and you're gonna tell me they need more talent because you got up here and saw France and said, oh my God, what are we missing? This is disgusting. It's depraved.
First lady, that's why she's my Aaron. You see why she's my Aaron? She said what'd she say? She said heights and delights. You heard that? That's my Aaron right there. That's why she's my Aaron.
That's right.
She gotta get it out before 8.
I'm fucking with Vinny Jr., brother. I'm going with the boys, you know.
Listen, I
Who's
can't
the boys? Who's Vinny? Vinny who?
Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, so you going with France? You're going with France? You're going with France?
I'm going for Brazil. It's the Americas. You know what I'm saying? The blacks in the Americas.
Which one is it? France? Brazil?
Over the Francophone.
Brazilian
Over the
nuts?
Francophone is the Americas, the blacks.
I don't know what you're saying. Which one? Have you been drinking?
That's it.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
One thing I respect about MJ, he's the last person on the app who still drinks since Bruce left.
Not Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce, that he didn't drink. He guzzled.
Oh my God.
I'm on that night train.
Don't call him Uncle Bruce. 8 or 9 today.
Huh?
Is the match about to start?
Yes, the match is literally starting in like a few seconds. They're just doing the lineup for Spain on Telemundo. And Yamal's starting. See? You see how Yamal is starting? Must be nice to have, your phenom on your team start.
I named myself on this app after a great Haitian man. Everybody can see it. J.B. Sans Souci.
Nothing said.
Jean-Baptiste Sans Souci. I might have to change my name after what MJ just did. MJ, of all the the teams. You said France.
Nothing says.
God.
Please don't change your name yet, because I thought you were going to,
You know, it's my at. See my at? JB
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
He really changed
Don't
it.
get bad. Y'all know about Sans Souci?
I don't.
Oh, this is a man. Sans Souci was a man. So if you go to Haiti, as MJ can tell you, the great installation tower they call Sans Souci that was built in the early 19th century by the king himself, Christophe. But there was a man named Jean-Baptiste Sans Souci who, after many of the revolution, they don't like the Spy J Club cover years, after many of the revolutionaries decided to join France temporarily, he refused. And he led an internal insurgency against those who joined the French temporarily, you see. And what we know about him, the little we know about him, is that he was from where? Like Congo. He was bringing that freedom energy. He's a great man. Everybody should read about him. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Jean-Baptiste Sans Souci. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. And when the French came, they were fighting Leclerc. He took it to him. Let me mute up. I've been going for a long time. I'm done. Y'all got it. Let me get back to the...
Shout out to Côte d'Ivoire. That boy's still in there.
MJ, do you want the French back in Sahel to push out Wagner?
Oh, no, sir. Get the French the hell up out of there. Come on now.
I'm just trying to gouge
No, sir. No, sir.
the extent of the glazing.
It's not glazing. It's not glazing.
MJ is so excited about the French soccer team, he no longer supports Traoré. That's how excited he is. He wants the French back in Burkina Faso. You hit it on the nail.
No, sir. No, sir. Yeah,
Are you sure?
I gotta do this.
What we saw there in LA. You sure?
They were moving so graciously.
They were moving graciously. It was a sight to see.
I mean,
I can't say this as black men.
Well, no, but you're not allowed to. We can say it for you. You're not allowed to say that.
Oh, fuck.
Even though it's true, they're probably gonna win. I think France will probably win. Oh my God, Britt, I didn't say anything. Did y'all hear Trent wasted his money on England, Mexico?
Oh, listen. It was England, Mexico, and Brazil. And when he said, and that's why I said, like, if you wanted. When I said if you wanted to waste your money and part with your money like that, we could give you some cash apps and some GoFundMes, and you could just blow your money. Putting money on England?
Wow.
Like, and I even said it earlier, it's one thing if you wanted to go like a Latino, Hispanic route, you did Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico. Or you did, well, I would say Spain in one of those. But like, if you did those three countries, I could get it, right? You're going Mexico because of your family and where you're from. You're going Brazil because you're black and you have Jamaican roots. And like most Caribbean black people, you root for Brazil. And then Argentina because of Messi. Simple. What the fuck are you rooting for England to take it all for? That shit's not going home. Them niggas can't even win a fucking Euro Cup, let alone a World Cup. Like, England better hope in one of these 2 rounds that they don't have to a game that goes to Pepsi's. Because then all the black we are going to have to get money together to get Adesoje out of fucking England. And they will have to be removed.
He has been speaking less and less. I think he's already relocating.
Because I just don't know how safe he will be with those people over there.
I think we all know Trent just picked the first 3 countries that came to his mind.
Well, I mean, shit, if he was gonna pick a place with white people, he should have picked the country he lives in. But you know,
I mean, he probably got good odds for Mexico, but in England, he probably didn't get good odds.
He said he got bad odds for all of them. It was like single-digit percentage.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. He was just throwing money away to throw money again. That's why I said we can give you some links if you just want to blow some money, if you just want to waste your money. Because
You know what day I lost some money, Brit?
Hmm?
USA second game when I had Balogun for an assist or a goal when he hit it off the fucking defender, scored the goal and it didn't count it.
Well,
That hurt him.
I'm sorry about that.
That hurt him bad.
See, that's what happens when you do all that damn sports betting. See, they're gonna take you up out of here with all that damn sports betting.
I haven't placed a bet since then. That hurt my feelings.
Exactly. We gonna have to break you from that addiction.
It's just that
There's a couple of sports, like when you find yourself in the middle of the night betting on the number of corner kicks in the Korean League. That's how you know you have a problem.
No, I'm not that bad. Like, I know niggas that, World Cup aside, they bet money on random, like, they bet money on the, like, middle of the night Korean soccer league that exists, or, like, Australian, like, women's tennis match.
Yeah.
It just be random, or, like, what is it, like, Turkish basketball. They just betting money. I'm like, damn, what are you niggas doing?
Hey, they say they got a 50-50 shot. Fuck it.
Are they like keeping up with the stats and efforts that they can?
No, they just find someone in the middle of the night and you
that's how you know you addicted. That's how you know you addicted.
They watching the game and it might be somebody up 10 at halftime. They picking a 12 and a half or over 100. Like, they just do it.
And you know what the sports books did, and it was brilliant, was they found a way to get a lot of the stuff for you to watch it
on the
app. Sports book. Yeah.
You could be on the sports betting app in a random game in another country. You could just watch it while.
Yes, and you're more likely to bet on something that you watch. And so they did. That was actually very brilliant and truly, truly evil at the same time. Oh shit!
But this might be the blackest bracket phase ever in the history of the world.
How about
issues.
about Pedro? What was it? Pedro Gonzalez. What's the guy's name? That was a great tennis player. Mexican.
From which country?
Someone help me. It's the 70s, maybe.
Africa.
Gonzalez. Yeah.
Africa's not a country.
Pedro.
South Africa.
Hold on, I gotta look this up because they used to always have tennis rackets with his name on it. He was like one of the top tennis players.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, right?
He's from Spain.
You know what I'm talking?
Your service appears to be inactive.
Dangerous?
Yeah, this is absolutely easy. This is AI.
AI is going to create the economic and political development?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Do you know what is OpenClaw?
We probably don't even need to talk about it.
OpenClaw is going to move Mississippi up in those rankings.
Yeah, dude. When pretty soon we're at the edge of singularity happening, and once that happens, we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know until we realize that there is an AI model that has its own bank account and owns like a lot of property, and it's actually been like giving people jobs and negotiating with us all along.
I like that idea. Okay, wait, can I just say this? Pancho Gonzalez. Sorry, it was gonna make me nuts. Chilean.
But yeah, country clubs
from Chile. Thank you.
Thank you.
country clubs that discriminate against ethnicity, religion, or national origin are a bad idea. That does not lead to good economic development. We need more cosmopolitanism. And I like the way that sports are progressing in the 21st century.
What do you think a country club charges to join?
That depends.
So I'm just curious what you think the typical private golf club, what do you think it runs about? A nice one.
I don't know about
I think it's like
typical, about 400.
Yeah, between 250.
About 400K for a good one.
Yeah, around that.
Do you
Yeah,
have to
I
get
once-
STD tested to join those?
Pardon?
So there's what I don't like is the culture that country clubs create. So for example, I was traveling for work and I stopped at this restaurant which is in a country club. Obviously I'm not a member of.
You cut out, Big M.
What about country club? What is it? Imagine there is no countries.
Oh my goodness, dude. You're such a controversial, a contrarian.
And I asked for directions and the guy just completely ignored me, didn't even acknowledge my existence. And because country
Was
club
he white?
members only talk to other members.
No, country clubs are awesome, man. They're so cool.
But I personally, for my wedding business, enjoy country clubs because I like officiating weddings in country clubs because they're nice and fancy.
That's true.
Why do you need to have borders?
Because, dude, you want to know
Borders?
who's coming into your neighborhood.
You mean borders at the country club? The country
No,
clubs
borders in
have
a country, because that's the way humans have drawn divisions forever. First it was like little city-states.
Yeah, but
Then
that's
it was
like
then it was like larger kingdoms.
that's like in bad
Then it was countries, right? Like we've done this for 15, 20,000 years as humans.
Wait, hold on. You say it like it's a bad thing.
I didn't say like it was a bad thing. I just said it was a part of human development. I don't feel good about I don't feel good about borders. I don't feel bad about borders.
You should feel
borders are no, I shouldn't. I should feel indifferent about it. You want to know why? Because it's a part of human development.
Well, that
It is a part of societal development.
Get this, Marshall. Get this.
Hold on. It has been with humans for like 20,000 years. That means I don't need to feel anything about it because it's just a facet of human development and civilization.
Not
So I don't
exactly.
need to feel good or bad about
It
it.
just means you don't understand the complexities of that development. Like, why does it exist?
It fucking doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that at all.
Oh man, Marshall's getting roasted.
When humans divide divide themselves. No, what it means is when humans divide themselves, they divide themselves among borders. I don't need to feel. Hold on.
Yeah, because
I don't need, and you don't need to feel a certain way about a border. Borders exist and have forever.
Yeah,
And I like commerce.
It's just a
I like
human
commerce.
development.
I like commerce across the borders. We have economic growth when nations specialize.
Michael Jackson
Exactly.
told us this. He
Exactly,
told us it was
Austin.
human nature.
There is a good reason for borders.
Borders.
I didn't say there wasn't. I just said it was a facet of development, which means we don't need to feel a way about it because in the modern world, borders will just exist.
Clearly, we disagree on that, Marshall.
I don't agree with that, Marshall.
Guys,
And
borders.
I think it's
only rules that government just manage us. Borders. It's like religions. It's it's for make management rules. So
okay, John, we
to
got it.
manage us. That's all. I just wanna to tell
Take a breath.
another topic.
I think it's important that we appreciate what is good. That's all. And if you say you're indifferent to borders, that means you can't find a good reason to appreciate it, and that's on you.
No, that doesn't mean I can't find a good reason to appreciate it. I live next to one.
Oh my God.
Simply being indifferent. I'm not indifferent because I like or dislike them. I'm indifferent because if I map out human civilization, there's always some discussion of borders. So I don't need to feel anything about them because they just come up because we're humans. It's not that difficult.
No, because we're humans, because even animals have borders. So there's a reason for it. A good reason.
Before you was born, one wisdom guy said, imagine there is no countries.
Imagine
it isn't hard to do.
There would be a lot of chaos.
Imagine there is no people. Imagine there is no religion.
Imagine you don't have border patrol. And
you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
I think there's a.
Hey John, I got a question. Before the States, where were you from? It sounded like Eastern Europe, maybe Russia, but
is this the communist takeover that Gary was warning us of?
From Pakistan.
I don't know.
I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. One day you join us.
Look, it's nice to dream. However, we have to understand that there are two types of people in the world. There are people who are honest, and there are people who are dishonest.
And you still fighting.
We're not fighting, man. Relax, bro. You just, we all want to talk, okay? Let's talk and listen to each other and make progress in our existential understanding.
Let's grow the economy internationally, especially Mississippi. They need our help.
Where does Mississippi rank?
Look at the rankings.
They got the lowest.
Doesn't it the worst state? Isn't it between Louisiana and Mississippi?
Yeah, but like imagine how we could make it better. Let's talk about that. What do you guys think it would take? What is the minimal effort with the highest impact to make Mississippi good?
To make Mississippi good?
Yes.
I think Mississippi's sitting on some oil that they don't know about, honest to God. I think so. I swear to God, I think I do.
What happens when you give a homeless person some money?
They buy food. No?
Yeah,
it depends how much money, I guess.
It depends on how much money. Right. What happens if you give them enough to afford living conditions for a month? Could that be enough? For some homeless it'll be enough, but for the majority it probably won't. For the majority, it won't matter how much money you give them because they're going to need rehabilitation. And even that may not guarantee that they can adjust.
Guys,